Hello and welcome back to Premier League Predictions, the show where we predict all of the Premier League action. We do what it says on the tin. It's been an interesting first 3 game weeks of the Premier League. Arsenal sitting pretty at the top. West Ham surprisingly rooted to the bottom. They've looked really poor.
Yeah.
You've got teams like Manchester United have just picked up their first win against the Liverpool side who've not won a game yet. Chelsea have dropped points twice now with just one win to their name. Man City drew with Newcastle last week. Is this the hardest league to predict in the world? Potentially, yes. But we're going to give it our best shot. We'll start with the 12:30 on the Saturday. Southampton versus Manchester United. It's been a rough time of the start of this league for both of these sides. United, of course, lost to, an aggregate of 6-0 to Brighton and Brentford. But then the game against Liverpool, they looked a lot better.
I think United found new belief. I think St Mary's is a tough place to go, but that Liverpool result will give them a lot of confidence, a lot of hope. They worked their socks off against Liverpool. They looked like they wanted to play football. They worked their asses off. They made up for their poor start, and it was a really compelling performance from Man United.
They did work their socks and asses off. There's nothing to these players anymore. And then Southampton
have struggled.
Yeah, it's been up and down for Southampton. Have they got a win yet? Not that I can remember. They've struggled so far. But this is a potential win, I think. Maybe. United have conceded a lot.
Leicester.
Did they?
Yeah, 2-1.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe Southampton are alright then.
I'm just going to double check that.
I was going to say. But I'll get into my prediction now then. I'm going to go for Manchester United to win this 1-3-1. I'm going to go goals from Sancho, Rashford and Martial. The 3 that look the best against Liverpool. The 3 that are in form. I think Bruno's going to get a hat-trick of assists as well.
Wow.
What a day for those front 4. And I think we're going to start seeing people go, you know what, United are back. Everyone needs to beware. And then Southampton, I'm going to go for a goal from, I was thinking Che Adams. I know he scored against Leicester,
He
right?
scored a double.
Do I back Che Adams? No, I'm going to go Sekou Mara. Their new signing from Bordeaux. 3-1? Yeah, 3-1. He looked really, really good in his first start against Leicester, from what I've heard. He looked decent. I remember watching the week before. His link-up play is fantastic. I'm really excited to see how he gets on the Premier League, and I think he'll get a goal against Man United. I think Southampton will probably score first as well.
Yeah, I think similar scenes. I'm going to say 2-1 Man United.
So
a Southampton goal from that man, Che Adams, got a double against Leicester. Going to carry on his form.
Oh, a double, wow.
So a goal against Southampton. Sorry, a goal.
That was always the biggest question with Southampton, is where the goals are going to come from. But Che Adams is doing well at the moment.
But Che Adams can get one for Southampton. But United's 2 goals will come from Rashford and Sancho once again.
Fair enough. We've got 3 5 o'clock kickoffs now to run through. We'll start with obviously the 3 o'clock kickoffs, not 5 o'clock kickoffs. My brain's fried. Anyway, Brentford versus Everton. 2 sides that have had very opposing starts to the season. Brentford looked really, really good in the first 2.
And then got packed by Fulham.
Yeah, really struggled against Fulham. Everton, packed in the first 2, looked a little better last weekend.
Against Forest.
They didn't look great, but they looked a little better.
Yeah.
And they did pick up a point, didn't they, in the end?
Yes.
They did draw in the end.
Yeah, because
a late goal.
Got a goal and then immediately conceded.
And that cost me Neco Williams 23 points, and I wanted to cry because my FPL team...
Obviously, my Brentford gamble in FPL.
Yeah.
And I think Brentford are a much better side, so I'm going to say 2-0 to the Bees, especially at home. Their home form's fantastic. And I'm going to say an Ivan Toney double.
I think we're going to see a shocking result here.
Oh, do you?
I think James Tarkowski is going to head one home for Everton in the 87th minute, and they're going to win 1-0.
That's not going to happen because I've got Tony and Rico Henry. So
it is going to happen. I think Everton, will come away with the victory here. A bit of a shocking result. I think Brentford are probably the better side, but I think that Everton will come away with a win. Big header.
Rubbish.
Massive header. Huge header. Up next, Brighton versus Leeds.
Again, two
sides that have had really good starts to the season. I think they're both potentially European fighting sides if they can keep up this good form. Which of those do you think will come out on top, though, Harry?
I think neither. I'm going to say 1-1
I thought you could go
at the
for
Amex. I'm going to say a Leeds goal from Jack Harrison and a Brighton goal from Pascal Gross.
See, unfortunately for you, Jack Harrison is washed. I'm going to go Brighton win 3-1. They're at the Amex, they're at home, and there's going to be some chanting. They're going to love it because Danny bloody Welbeck is going to score a hat-trick. They're going to be singing his name from the rooftops. They're going to love it. Danny Welbeck hat-trick. Leeds will get a goal though, and it will come through Rodrigo, who is on immense form at the moment.
Yeah.
Bamford doesn't look to be fit to start again. I think, he'll probably get a goal, assisted by Brendan Aronson, I would say. And hat-trick for Danny Welbeck. He just does 3 knee slides into the corner. Just mental. The ground's just going to be furious. There's no ground left. Yeah, big win for Brighton. Up next, Chelsea versus Leicester.
Ooh.
As a Chelsea fan, this is very, very difficult to predict. Chelsea, of course, lost last time out at Leeds, drew with Tottenham before that. Only beat Everton 1-0. It's not been convincing at all so far from Chelsea. Leicester also struggled. 2-0 against Brentford on the opening day. They ended up drawing that game 2-2.
Packed in.
Not really. I was going to say packed in by Arsenal, and then lost to Southampton.
Yeah.
A side that don't have a very good striker.
Again, from a leading position.
Looks like Fofana won't be there. I think this is Chelsea's perfect time to rack up a good result. And I'm going to go first for this one. I'm going to go Chelsea 5, Leicester 0. Call me mental, but Chelsea have a point to prove. Leicester have a lot to lose, I think. They've not got a good enough squad, and a lot of them want to leave. I think it's going to all go to shit, and Chelsea have a lot to prove, and they're going to prove it in this game. We're going to see goals from Mason Mount double. We're going to see Kai Havertz hat-trick, because I've just took him out of my fancy team. And no, we're going to see Kai Havertz double, Mason Mount double, goal from Reece James as well. 5-0 win.
I think I'm going to say Chelsea 2, Leicester 1.
Ooh.
I think Leicester will score because Chelsea, no Koulibaly, only Thiago Silva. I don't know who Tuchel's going to play defensively. So I think Leicester will score, and that will come through Jamie Vardy, signed a new contract, and he'll go find a goal because he loves scoring against Chelsea. But Chelsea will find a response. Leicester going to throw points away once again from a winning position. In the second half, it's going to be Kai Havertz with the first, and Marc Cucurella to win it for Chelsea.
Love it. Fair enough. Now, the next game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Liverpool have not picked up a win yet, so they're on 2 points, 2 draws and a loss. Bournemouth on 3 points. And before I want to get, you can do your prediction first, because I'm going to tell the people out there a story. I know the people in the comment section have been missing the stories. They're going to get one for the Liverpool Bournemouth game, but you do your prediction first.
I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool.
That's so dull.
They're going to scrape it. Liverpool are going to scrape it. I think they'll score first through Luis Diaz. Then it'll be a Kiefer Moore equaliser from a corner on the stroke of half time. Klopp storms down the tunnel. He's furious. He can't believe it because he thought it shouldn't have been a corner. Yeah. And he's shouting at the fourth official. It's all kicking off. Scott Parker's there just smiling. Into the second half then. About 15 minutes to go. Mohamed Salah is going to pick up the ball in the edge of the box and curl it top corner. And
then Luis Diaz is going to bend one in now? No. Interesting. Is it going to be Salah again? Just trying to think of players that might be in your fantasy team, Harry.
2-1 Liverpool.
Interesting.
Salah saving Liverpool. Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, I'm going to need everyone at home to close their eyes now, because we're getting strapped in for an absolute story. Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 4. Picture the scenes. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. It's one of those games that makes you hit set reminder on Match of the Day, because you want to see what the hell has happened here. Liverpool going to start on the front foot. No, they're not actually. They've conceded early every game, haven't they? So Bournemouth are going to start on the front foot. Remember, picturing this, close your eyes. See, Kiefer Moore at the back post, heads one home. Bournemouth, he will be exactly. It's going to be a cross in from whoever the Bournemouth right back is. Jack Stacey, right? Who plays right back for Bournemouth?
Jackson, sure.
Whoever it is, we'll put a beautiful ball in. Kiefer Moore meets it with their head. Oh, beautiful header from Kiefer Moore. They lead 1-0. The about 5 Bournemouth fans that have trekked to Liverpool absolutely loving life. Then, in about the 20th minute, Diaz cuts inside, puts on top corner. Liverpool level it up. 35 minutes on the clock. Jefferson Lerma from 40 yards. Bang, top corner. It's 2-1 at half time. Bournemouth come out from the break, and we're going to see David Brooks subbed on.
Is he back?
I don't know.
He wasn't even on the bench against South.
Okay, not David Brooks yet. He'll come later. We've got Zamora, the left back. He's going to rattle one across his body. Beautiful left foot volley. 3-1 Bournemouth. This is when Liverpool need to turn their tide. It's about the 60th minute. Salah, bang, top corner, goal. Then we're going to see a scruffy penalty goal. Like in the penalty area, I mean, not a penalty. It's going to like bounce about.
Southampton.
Firmino's going to stick it home in the 80th minute. But then in the 87th minute, Mark Travers sends it long. It meets Kiefer Moore. He chests it down and he overhead kicks it into the back of the net. Literally, the explosion of noise from the 7 Bournemouth fans will be enough to see earthquakes happen in like many tropical countries. Bournemouth 4, Liverpool 3. What a game. Ali McCoist, for some reason, is on Soccer Saturday and he's going to explode. No, who does Soccer Saturday? Paul Merson. He will genuinely fall out of his chair. He'll be so excited. He'll fall out of his chair, and it'll be brilliant to see. Especially with and all the other lads, they'll sort of gather round after they've had to watch the boring games of Brentford and Everton and Brighton and Leeds, and everyone will be going, "Oh, what a game over here at Liverpool Bournemouth!"
Well, thanks everyone that stuck with us through that.
Exciting, isn't it?
A tough time.
Anyway, the last of the 3:00 kickoffs, it's Man City versus Crystal Palace. People in the comments have been saying they're missing it. I'm sure they are. I've not looked, so I'm
going to say 2-0 City. Simple win.
Okay, yeah.
De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva.
Right. Fair enough. I have Kyle Walker and Erling Haaland in my fantasy team, but that's not going to affect my prediction here. I'm going to go 4-0 Manchester City, and Haaland's going to score a hat-trick.
Palace don't lose 4-0.
Gundogan's going to get the other one. But they are today.
Okay.
Walker will get 1 assist.
Right, Arsenal Fulham then.
Yeah, on to the 5:30. We can't predict this game because we're going to be live for it. So join us there at 5. 5 o'clock we'll be live from. Yeah. So just after all those 3:00 kickoffs, everyone's still a little bit buzzing over the Liverpool Bournemouth game, and everyone's going to come in this stream a little bit giddy. A little bit giddy.
Like, oh my god, what are we
going to see? We'll be sat here like gobsmacked and buzzing because Chelsea have won and
trying to Liverpool in the mud.
Yeah, exactly. We're singing. What were we singing on stream?
Liverpool in the mud.
Can't remember. That's not what it was.
Liverpool get battered.
Yeah. There we go.
Liverpool get battered.
4-3. Ball for huge. Right. No, Hearts and Fulham. Join us there. Should be a very good game. On to the Sunday fixtures then. How many goals will Aston Villa concede when they face West Ham?
Two sides.
Aston Villa at home to West Ham. The earliest kick-off on the Sunday.
I think being at home is a big thing for Villa.
Well, yeah, Villa so far.
Whole end behind them.
Villa have lost 2, won 1.
Yeah.
They won against Everton, a side that look to be really struggling at the moment.
Barely.
West Ham have lost all 3 of their games, but they have played Manchester City.
No, one more scared. I'm backing the boys.
Okay, waffle merchant.
2-0 Villa. Goals from Danny Ings and Emi Buendia. Like it was at Everton.
I'm going to go 0-0.
That's a good prediction.
Dullest game ever. Absolutely no one is turning on that, mainly because it's not on TV. It's a game that is on TV at the same time, though. At 2:00, it's Wolves versus Newcastle. I think it will be a good game. Wolves so far look a decent side. They didn't look too bad against Tottenham. No. It's a Tottenham side that
Harry Kane's 1 goal.
Look pretty decent. Yeah. And I think Wolves did well to hold them off. Newcastle drew with Manchester City of all teams. Yeah. I thought they'd win because Newcastle seem to always beat Man City, but unfortunately it wasn't the
really good Newcastle.
They do indeed.
Wolves could be in trouble.
I think Wolves could be in trouble as well. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Newcastle win. Goals from Kieran Trippier, free kick. I think it's going to be controversial, therefore, because obviously people said, "Oh, he should have been sent off," and they'll be kicking off in everywhere. I think Wilson will get a goal as well.
This will be the game when Newcastle announced to everyone that they are a big side and are contending for Europe. Yeah. I'm going to go Wolves 0, Newcastle 5.
Fair enough. That is quite the big prediction.
I'm going to say goal. It's a Callum Wilson double, St Maximin, Trippier free kick, and.
This is mental, by the way. This is the biggest prediction you've ever gone for.
Chris was going to get subbed on in the 80th minute and get a 5th.
You usually go boring. I'm enjoying the massive prediction. On to the final game then. 4:30 kickoff. Tottenham versus Forest versus Tottenham. It's at wherever the hell Forest play. Should know that City ground, isn't it? Yeah. No, that makes no sense. Why would it be the City
ground?
It might be the City ground.
It's the City ground.
People from Nottingham, tell us. I know there must be someone that supports Nottingham that watches these videos.
Get
involved.
Why is it called the City ground?
Yeah, I want to know what it's called and why it's called that. Yeah. Maybe it's to mug off Wednesday.
For a rogue shout. We are at City ground.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1-1.
Interesting. Why and how and what?
Because I've benched Taiwo.
Taiwo Awanui.
Yeah, he's going to score.
Yeah, of course.
So Danny Ings doesn't score. He gets it. So I think he's going to open the scoring for Forest. And then we haven't seen anything from Heung-min Son this season.
Not to say, and if we don't see anything, I will cry.
He's going to rescue Tottenham a point here.
I'll take that.
And he's edge of the area, hits
points.
it, bottom corner, finish from Son. It's 1-1. Another drop points for Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm also saying they're going to drop points. A little bit more interesting fashion. I'm going to go 2-2. I think we're going to see for Forest, because I benched him, Neco Williams is gonna corner, comes out to the edge of the area. He's just stood there. Beautiful. Benjamin Pavard-esque, right-footed volley, slices it into the top corner. Beautiful goal. Then Jesse Lingard for Nottingham Forest will just put in it similar to Lewandowski's goal against Sociedad.
Yeah.
Just tucks it home. And then for Tottenham, it's going to be a Heung-min Son masterclass to bring them level. 2 goals from him late into the second half. Son's going to just keep bending them top corner.
Yeah.
For a laugh. And then my fantasy team points will be 170, mainly after Welbeck scored 17 goals.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good.
That's going to happen.
But yeah, should be in for a very interesting week of football. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the story. Might bring them back.
Yeah.
They featured heavily in last year's Prem predictions, and hopefully they're still a fan favourite. But yeah, thank you all very much. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it. Get involved in the comment section down below. Hit like, hit subscribe. All those things help us and YouTube know you're bloody loving our content, and they'll push it out to more people, and we'll keep making it. If you're on Spotify, head on over to the YouTube and do all those fun things. And if you're on YouTube, head on over to the Spotify. You might prefer to just listen to us. Then, when you're hearing the stories, you can get a proper good sound, connect up to a speaker, and let the story, what's it called?
Immerse. To a different place.
Sure. There we go. Like meditation.
Yeah. Now
in the form of stories. But yes, thank you all very much for watching and listening. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.